Good morning, my dear students. Today, we are going to continue with the first flight book and the chapter first flight, part 2, the black aeroplane. First part we had done uh, the first flight of a bird, seagull bird. So that we have done, and how the bird took a first step and how he was successful in flying, how she was successful in learning how to fly. So in this story, we'll come to know about the mystery and miracle, about suspense. What happens? One man is there, okay, the narrator is there, and he was moving back to his home, okay, England, and he was flying a aeroplane that is a small, similar to a small helicopter, okay, like that. It is known as Dakota. So what happens when he entered in the thickness of the cloud? He lost his ways. Okay, he was unable to behold the direction, and he lost all his connection. So what happens actually in the midst of that lost direction? Um, he was guided by another pilot, and he was successfully saved. He wanted to thank the pilot who saved him, okay, to escape the black clouds. When he went to the receptionist, okay, and asked for the pilot, the receptionist replied that it was only you, okay, who were flying in the flying and nobody else was there. So the reply completely shocked and surprised the aeroplane, sorry, the pilot, and left the readers, okay, in suspense and surprise. So this is a completely a suspense story. I am reading this story, okay, and according to need of the explanation, I will just give you reference and explanation of this story. Mm. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. This shows that it was the night time. There was not a cloud in the sky was completely clear. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. Means she was flying above the countryside, okay, and he was very much happy. The narrator was very much happy. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. Means he was the narrator was moving back to his home, England, okay, and he was flying a Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. And this was the surprise, okay, this was the happy time, okay, this was the very important time for the narrator. He was just thinking, he was lost in his thought of how he will just celebrate his holidays with his family members. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning means after 12 o'clock midnight, it was 1 and then 1:30. I should call Paris control soon. This is the system, okay, that is telephonic conversation or mayday calls. I thought as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. Now he could just visualize from the above, from the top of the sky, uh, the lightning of the city. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS088. This was the number of his plane, and he was going to inform to the control room, okay, airport. All the airports have their control room, and then they give direction that where they will have to land and what time they will just come. Just like a railway inquiry, you might have heard that this train will come in this platform, okay, and this at this time. Same case is there in the plane also. The control room is there on all the airport, and then they guide all the pilots for their landing and about everything. Here, can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. DS088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12. Actually, the airport guide or a control room, just they guide them in which direction they will have to move. Okay. And what is the distance they have traveled and what is the distance left. So these things they get information. I can hear you, see the information. You ought to turn 12, okay? Degrees west now. DS008, over. This was the message dropped by the airport messenger or the control room. I checked the map and then compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12-degree west towards England. And now accordingly, the instruction he was given, just he uh, turned his direction 12 degrees. In ship and aeroplane this happens, okay, they just run or move their plane in degrees. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. Means he thought that I will reach England uh, before breakfast, or at the time of breakfast. So I thought a good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers, okay, behind me. Means 150 kilometers he has traveled. It means me, when I saw the storm clouds, they were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. Those who have, boarded the flight, they are familiar with this kind of scenery. Those who have visualized, okay, through the window of the plane, they could see that big mountain size, um, clouds, white clouds, okay, just like ice peaks. So same case is here with him. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly. Means he does not have enough fuel, and last container of the fuel I think he was using. Around them to the north or south, I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. Means he thought that I should move back to Paris and take uh, oil, means petrol or diesel, whatever is there, and then he should just fly. But he resisted this, okay, and thought that I should move England. I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk. What was the risk? Let's see what will happen. Okay. I thought and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Here a storm refers to not the sea waves, okay. The storm refers to the cloud, okay, the white clouds in which he lost. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. And when he entered in the thick clouds, everything appears to be black. Means he lost his way. He was unable to behold, okay, the paths, the direction, in which direction he was supposed to move. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. This was a kind of movement, okay. This was that very soon it is going to be crashed, or very soon it will be going land down, okay. So actually the condition of the plane, the condition of the Dakota was not good, okay. It appears that it is going to crash, or it's going to land very soon, or it's going to met with an accident, because the pilot was unable to behold, okay, and he was unable to control himself and guide himself, okay, the direction he wanted to move. I looked at the compass, okay. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. This shows that he has lost his direction and he was unable to just control. It was dead. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. means all the equipments, okay, like a radio and the compass, okay, everything appears dead. This shows that he was running short of, aisle. Two, I tried the radio. Paris control, can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead. Two, I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. Means he was lost. I was lost in the storm. Then in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights. This is the mystery, okay? This is the miracle that took place in the life of the narrator. And suddenly, what happens? He could see that an aeroplane is just moving ahead of him, and it shows that it's guiding him, okay, showing him the direction. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying. Next to me through the storm, I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. Now he could see that one another person is also flying in the same horizon, same part of the space, okay, and he is also moving in the same direction. And the narrator was very much happy to see the face of the other pilots, okay, the another pilots. He was also flying the aeroplane. He lifted one hand and waved, "Follow me," means he just the another pilot, okay, lifted his hand, thumb, okay, and said that just follow me. He was saying, follow me. He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. And now the idea and indication both are clear that the narrator himself thought that the another pilot have sensed that I have lost my way, and he is going to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. So now he was giving him direction. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child, and he was just following, okay, the instruction like an obedient child. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. And after half an hour traveling, okay, or flying the aeroplane, the narrator could see that still uh, the aeroplane is in front of him. Now, two stories about flying. This is the chapter repeated. There was only enough fuel in the old Dakota last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. Means he was very less amount of, okay, fuel left, okay. So I was starting to feel frightened again, and the narrator was feeling very much frightened that very soon his uh, plane is going to be crashed, okay. But then he started to go down, and I followed through the storm. Suddenly, I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. And now, as soon as he came out of the cloud, he could see long straight lines. This shows the highway, okay, or the runway of the uh, flights. It was runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. But he was unable to find out the man, the pilot, who had helped him. Okay, but he could not visualize him, but he could not find him because the sky was empty and there was no trace of the another pilot who had helped him. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. And he safely landed, okay, on the runway and just moved to the control room. I went and asked a woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me, the lady, okay, receptionist lady, at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in the system? No. Other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one. And this is the suspense of this story. Only one I could see on the radar. Means now she was checking radar is a frequency, okay, that assess that who were flying in the sky. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? So this is the mystery, okay, miracle that God might have saved him. Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? And now narrator was also left in wonder, okay, left in surprise, left in suspense that who was the man, okay, who helped me and how I was able to fly the Dakota aeroplane without, you know, fuel. Fuel refers to air, petrol, or diesel. Okay, so this was the suspense for him, and this was the suspense for all of us. So this is a very suspense story, and this is the beauty of this narrator. Okay, that he writes very suspense or miracle or mystery story. So first, what you will do, you will explain this story in your own words. First work you will do. Okay, that how the narrator was, okay, lost in the clouds and what was his planning, where he was moving, and from where he was moving, what happens in the way, okay, what he could see from the plane in the sky, and what happened suddenly, okay, and how he was saved. Everything she will explain about this story. And the second thing you will do, that you will do all the NCERT questions of this story, the black aeroplane. Okay, the first part we have done, the second part we will do that. So thank you very much, all the best, God bless you all.